Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Florida Gators and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, as you know, Alabama coming off a terrific year last year, getting back into the college football playoff and getting to the second round. But this team has more to prove. They lost their quarterback, Ty Simpson, to the draft, but they still have one of the most dynamic wide receivers in the country. Ryan Coleman Williams is looking for a little redemption after a low production year last year. The fans can't wait to see what this version of the Crimson Tide will look like this season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Jones to throw. Almost had the completion, just missed it. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
And the decibel level starting to increase here on this early 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
That's a great example of him understanding where everybody is on the field, because that wasn't the guy he wanted to throw it to, but he knew he was going to get hit. He had to get rid of it quickly, dumped it off, and he let his guy go make a big play for him.
It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He'll try it again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk about the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
Jones wants to throw it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He'll try to do it himself. Breaks into the open. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Got enough for the 1st. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
And I'm kind of surprised. That's his first rush of the football game, and they give him the football, and you see why this dude is a baller. Like, give him the ball, he can make people miss, and he can hit home runs, put points on the scoreboard really quickly. Jesse, one touch, one touchdown.
Yeah, and I think the offensive coordinator now is kind of hoping he probably scripted this game a little bit differently. He should have done it on the first drive. They didn't give him any touches, but he's now earned a lot more carries. You're going to see this guy get force-fed now the rest of the game after that.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll run play action. Under fire. Buried before he could blink.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Jones to throw. Slings it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pressure coming. And they got him.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. That's reeled in. It's Edwards. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. From the gun on third down, Keelan Russell. He fires one deep over the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Jones wants to throw it. Back open in the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. And it's a sack.
And I know he's happy to get that one because that's the big fella's first sack. And we've heard a lot about this five-star, this young defensive lineman who they think is going to be elite of elite. And now you get the first sack, the first of many. But nice to see this dude start to come into his own, maximize some of that ability that we've heard so much about.
Wants to fire on second down. Finds a man in the middle. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play. Here comes the offense on second down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break as we get a look at the numbers so far. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Bunch formation for these receivers. Jones to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Touchdown, Florida! A great catch and run for 6.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
And he tacks on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Unloads to the right. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
You know, on a third and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page. Now it sets up fourth down.
On his way back from the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Sending the offense back to work. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Off play action on first down. He lets it fly. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. It looks like they're still searching for answers, for something that they can get some momentum going.
Jones wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Montgomery. At midfield, he's got room. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
This is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
This quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Jones to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll pull it down. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The give out of the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert.
Got it down the field. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Russell. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for a man. It's Russell. Makes the grab. It's Edwards. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. This quarterback part of their running game. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout. It's 2nd. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Jones wants to throw it. It's complete to the right. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got a man. It's Jackson. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Good timing on the quick out. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to pass on 2nd down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! He got it, beat down in bounds.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. One more snap coming before halftime. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Northern Illinois, taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's Northern Illinois with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. They finally break into the win column after starting the year 0-3. Here now a look at some other games of note today, including a big upset with major implications.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the...
Flying out to the left. The 40. The 30. Pass to 10. Touchdown Tide. With that, they grab the lead here in the second half.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect it. You've got to get more eyeballs on it and more attention to him.
Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Jones to throw. Going downfield for the big play. Brings it down on the right side. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about it.
Second down, he'll throw it. He'll take a deep shot here. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Escapes the pressure going right. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Keelan Russell. Got his man on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Russell. Got his man. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move
That's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
And here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments. Throwing Russell. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Here's a heat. Slings it downfield. Trying to find the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. Trying to rumble in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Tide answers back. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Sending the offense back to work. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Escapes the pressure to his right. That quarterback was doing his best Houdini, escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to it. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
Jones wants to throw it. Makes the grab. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous.
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Makes the grab. It's Brown. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Inside. Touchdown, Florida. And they take it in for 6 more points. The Gators answer right back. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
Coming out with it, it's Jenkins. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. Here comes that Alabama offense. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Russell. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. Taking it the other way. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida.
It's the one thing the head coach challenges his team with, guys. Late in games in the fourth quarter, tie ball game. Who's going to step up and make a play? That guy did right there. Picking it off, taking it to the house.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward.
They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on fourth down. Fourth down, Russell. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the fourth quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that fourth down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and a turnover on downs.
Maybe some room here. Makes it past the marker. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jenkins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab on the right.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Fires to the right. What a job to lay out and make the catch. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Yeah, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Alabama quickly back to the line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback may change this route. Keelan Russell. Floating away. Just gets rid of it before the heat. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long. First down marker just short of the goal line. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Stepping to the right. Into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Got to give this defense a lot of...
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's complete to the left. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Ball again. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17.
And to coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got to lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
Trying play action. He's taking the shot. Snags it down the right side. Oh, a lot of space. The 10. Touchdown Gators. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. His 3rd touchdown of this game and his 3rd on the season.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple bad decisions, a couple great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking his shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
Throwing Russell. Here comes the heat. He's got it down the middle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. That last completion left them just inches short. Now will they take a shot on 2nd down? Makes the grab. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.